I think this was a private equity deal. So this gentleman spent his entire life, his entire career building 5 auto body shops. He had 5 auto body shops around the Southern California area. No intention of selling, good cash flow, great lifestyle for him and his wife. And one day he gets a cold call and the guy's like, hey, I work for ABC company. We'd like to buy your 5 auto body shops for a number that he could not believe. And so he's like, yeah, hung up on him, thought it was a scam. They called back. They're like, no, this is not a scam. Can we come down and meet with you? So it turned out that this company had somehow acquired some expertise in the auto body shop industry. And they're like, we're going around the country. Our goal is to buy 500 auto body shops.
Yeah, there are two or three firms that are actually rolling up that industry.
Got it. And their idea is, well, if we can have 500 auto body shops, we've got, economies of scale. We only need one CEO, one regional manager instead of all this segmented population of the business. And so I have no idea what the numbers are. So I'm just going to guess. Let's say they gave him $5 million for his 5 auto body shops. They're going to go repeat that 30 times around the country, form them all into one new, Mako type auto body conglomerate. And then hopefully in 5 or 10 years or maybe sooner with some great management and some economies of scale, private equity is going to turn around and either have that company go public or they'll spin it off and sell it for $200 million and they'll make their, 15 to 20% return that they were looking for. Am I conceptualizing what private equity is correctly?
Yes. I mean, that's just one version of private equity. But yes, when that particular industry is being rolled up across the country, I know that's happening here on the East Coast. It's happening in the Midwest. It's happening on the West Coast. And a variety, you have a number of firms that are trying to do this. And ultimately what will happen is, you're correct, they will take these companies, they will merge them into one. They will get economies of scale in managing the companies, in all the IT systems. They're going to get leverage in purchasing because all of a sudden, instead of owning 5, you're going to have 50 or 100 auto body shops. So when I go to buy my auto parts from the auto part manufacturers, all of a sudden I become a much bigger client.
Right.
And I start having leverage over the auto parts manufacturer so I can get a better price on this. Okay. Which will then allow me to, have certain leverage with the insurance companies, et cetera, and make better margins. There's a variety of things that will improve as you scale the business, it will enable them to improve their competitive position.
Yeah. And I grew up watching all these movies in the 80s and the 90s, like Wall Street and Richard Gere's character in Pretty Woman. And it's like the 80s style kind of robber barons were like, well, we're going to buy a big company and we're going to break it up into smaller pieces and then make money selling off the smaller pieces. And it seems like the taste of the decade now is, no, we want to consolidate a bunch of stuff, get these economies of scale, be the Amazon of the auto body world, and then sell for a profit.
Because the valuations in the public market make it very hard for them to meet their return hurdles that they need to meet for their investors. Okay? And that's why they can't do this in the public markets anymore, because the valuation's so high in the public markets, they can't make the numbers work.
Got it. So a large institutional investor like Blackstone, they can't go in and buy the S&P 500 or shares of Tesla or whatnot, because they're just not going to make, unless they're really good stock pickers, which nobody really is. They're not going to they're not going to make a high enough return. So they got to find other verticals to make money.
Yeah, other ways to make money.
Interesting. Okay.